Seiko time, guys. Clearly, I'm a fan of Seiko, in case you didn't know. Love the SKX platform. Love the mod series of that same style of watch. And I love the 5 Series Sports. I own the Rolling Blazers. I own the orange dial GMT. And now I own the yellow dial. They came out with a few other colors, but the yellow's my favorite. There's some two-tone ones. There's even one with multiple colors on the chapter ring. I might pick that one up, but the bold colors just really sing to me. And this one's definitely that same category. This is a watch that was picked up from Mimo's Jewelry. So link in the description and a discount code. I'll put it down there for the best deal possible. I know he has a few more of these, and he's got a bunch of other Seikos too that you might enjoy. Definitely check them out. But if you're looking for one of these, he has them. Check them out. I 100% support Mimo's Jewelry in Long Beach, California. Case size, I'm going to run through this real quick because, you know, some people like to know. It'll be in the description too. But 42.3 millimeter case, 46 lug-to-lug drilled lugs. 13.8 millimeter thick, not counting the little date magnifier. 22 millimeter lug width. Bracelet tapers down to 18. You can see you have brushed and then polished center on this guy. 7 millimeter crown. It is a push-pull crown, non-screw down crown. The end links on the bracelet are solid. The whole bracelet's nice and solid. It is a split pin. And I have to say, for some reason, I struggled. Like, the pins in this one were really tight. This was not a very easy one to size. Just a side note, I suppose. You do have a display case back. It's going to be hardlex, front and back, which is very impact resistant and scratch resistant enough. Now, some people are going to argue that you want the sapphire, and for the most part, I would agree with you. However, I really don't have a problem with hardlex. I just don't. And this yellow looks dang good. And then that pop of red on there with the GMT hand and the GMT print works very, very well. You have a two-tone bezel, although in a lot of lights, you're just going to get kind of the reflection on the bottom. It's going to look dark or black, but it's actually kind of silvery. This is probably also like hardlex over it. It is a bi-directional friction fit bezel, so you don't have to worry about misalignment or anything. It just kind of goes wherever you want it to go. Inside is the 4R36. No, that's not right. It's not the 4R36. It's the GMT one. What is that? Is it on there? It's the 4R64, I think is what it was. Something like that. I wrote down 4R36 in my notes because I'm just so used to the 5 Sports having the 4R36, but that's not what it is. So the GMT, it is a caller's GMT. What does that mean? Well, that means it's not the quick adjust of the 12-hour hand. It's a quick adjust of the date and forward movement of the 24-hour hand. A lot of people are going to say they prefer or they want the Traveler's GMT. Well, I don't know about you, but I have a ton of watches, and I let the automatics kind of like deplete their power reserve. So when I go to set it, I can set this one much faster than I could if it was a Traveler's GMT. And I don't know. Once it's set, you're good. You know, if you're going to travel with it, sure, it's a little more interaction with it than it would be if it was just a bump. But you can get those too. You can have both, and you'll see the merit in both. Trust me. So there's the close-up of it. You do have the applied Seiko just below the 12 o'clock. The markers are actually pressed from the bottom. They're not applied. It's a nice dial, though. And then on that inner chapter, you have your 24-hour track. So you can track that time zone, and then you could track a third time zone with the bezel if you choose to do so. Just love the yellow on this one. Let's show it next to the orange. I hope they keep the colors going. I don't know what other color. Obviously, I'm going to want to see a white dial. Seiko, I know you're watching my videos. Make a white dial one. We want it. Make it very legible. And guess what? make the GMT hand orange. You got to do it. Just do it. They'll sell like hotcakes. I mean, these already do, I'm sure. What other color could we do? Purple? I mean, does Seiko ever mess around with purple dials? Purple's kind of in right now. I'd like to see more colors. And this is the perfect platform to do so. Let's pop it on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. And of course, if you don't like the metal bracelet or you just want to mix it up, you can put these Clockwork Republic. I know I got to say this real quick because people are going to ask. This is Clockwork Republic. I'll put a link to them down below too. They have them where they fit the SKX, a bunch of Seikos with the 22mm lug opening basically. So it'll work on the 5KX series too. And it is legit, insanely comfortable, game changer. I think they're adding more colors. I know they have like an orange one, but it's more of a coral orange. I got to talk to the owner and see like what other colors they're going to potentially do. But enough about that. We can do a separate video on that. Here it is on my wrist. Looks, wears, feels great. Has the standard Seiko clasp, which quite frankly I actually still really like. I know some people might be over it, but I am not. I love the sound. I love the feel. I love the thinness. The 4 micro adjust is plenty for me. And it's part of the, I don't want to say charm because I think that might be overused, but it just works. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it a quick blast with the UV light. Let's check the lume. In order to do so, I need to shut these lights off. Price point on this is $475, so you're underneath that $500 price point, but don't forget to use the discount code in the description when you go to Mimo's Jewelry to save money on your purchase. Although I really think even at $475, I would have still bought this. Like, I really like that yellow with the GMT, and I already had the orange, so it just complements it. And if you're, I get to ask this question too, should I get the orange or should I get the yellow? Well, if you've already narrow down your choices to those 2 colors, just get both. I did. Both is the correct answer. See you guys on the next vid.